talks to somebody, he knows everything about who they are. And it's not really so much like when he is describing his power to a prostitute or a girl he wooed. I'm assuming it's a prostitute. He describes it as like everybody has a tell. Everybody.
All right, let's do this. So I'm just doing this Halloween live stream. We're just gonna rank some of the monster series, like the General Mill stuff. So if you enjoy content like this, please please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. So we'll start this as a regular video. That's how this usually works. So if you're watching this right now, it is Halloween, or at least Halloween's Eve, possibly. I really wanted to do a Halloween video, and I was like, what do I want to do Halloween-wise, food-wise? Oh, let's go and rank those General Mills Halloween monster cereals. You know, your Count Chocolas, your Boo Berries, Frankenberries, all that jazz. Also, check out a video that I made reviewing the Jada Toys Frankenberry figure. Check that out. So let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and start this graveyard smash. Can't remember any of my scenes. I need to relabel them. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. Count Chocula. Count Chocula is the first one here. He is he's okay. I think he's kind of boring because, like, you know, he's got like all the affectations of Count Chocula. You got the pointy ears, like the hair, which in this one's more cartoony, like pointed. You got, like, you know, the coat and the frilly thing, which I do like. He also has buck teeth, which is interesting. I don't know if that was like a copyright thing at first where they couldn't do the two fangs. But he kind of looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz's like inbred cousin, kind of. Also, check out Matt Pat's video of where he's like, Chuck is like inbred, blah, blah, blah. But as chocolate cereal as it goes, it's like a good 8. Then, of course, we have Frankenberry. I like this design for Frankenberry. I don't like the more classic one, like even on that Jada Toys. I like his more brutish appearance, like the one tooth. I don't like his strawberry fingernails. It's weird. He just feels like maybe he should be in like strawberry shortcake. I like other parts of it, like the chain suspenders, like the weird stuff jutting out of his head that's not like the plugs. I think it's a very interesting design. Get away from this and you're fine. Like, he's a good 7. Boo Bear, I think, is the more boring one. I'm just going off the wiki here, but like Boo Bear is just like a blue ghost with a hat and a bow tie. Very boring. He gets like a 4. I'm also ranking these by the cereals as well. So like, it's chocolate cereal, it's good. Strawberry cereals, it's actually not that great. And the Blueberry one's okay, but like still. Fruit Brute. That's a hard word for me to say. You know, generic werewolf. I do like, you know, his orange claws. Like, it works better here than it does on Frankenberry. His eyes are interesting. I wish maybe they tie that up more. Or I wish with the eyes that got carried over more. You know, the X eyes. It's an interesting idea. I don't know why, but that just is. Also, he's one of the only cereal mascots where they changed the name, because it was Fruit Brute, and they changed it to Frute Brute, like with alliteration, which I do appreciate. Yeah, Yummy Mummy, which they've also changed the design for the better. I like that his bandages become his eyebrows. I think that's a really neat touch. You don't see that a lot. So I like that. That's actually a very interesting take there, and just the colors just work real well on like negative space for the eyes and like chipped teeth. I love that. And of course, when they brought him back, because I think he's the one that was gone for a while, the return of the fruity yummy mummy. You could get rid of the fruity and just call him the yummy mummy, or was originally it was going to be the apple mummy. Of course, you have the Carmilla Creeper, which I'm not a big fan of this design. I get what they're trying to go for. I get they're trying to get for this hip crowd, but she just feels like she doesn't fit in. But I do like parts of her design. Like her t-shirt, I like the little spots of maybe she's a zombie or something like that. I love like the scar on her cheek. That's an interesting design that gets carried over. And of course, like the white streak of hair, which is like a reference to like the Bride of Frankenstein, which I find great. Where is like a Bride of Frankenberry? Where's that? Or maybe she's like in the Niece of Frankenberry? I can't remember. And of course, you have the Monster Mash and the Monster Mash remix. I like that when they do the Monster Mash, they play with the music aspect. I like that. That's a very fun design. They did like studio tour videos, like those back in the day Scooby-Doo videos. I like that, and logo I really like. I like how it just weaves into each other. Like it feels like this is supposed to be like a Saturday morning cartoon. And then you have the Monsters Frightful Friends, which kind of carries the concept, but has this more unified design. But also, we got to add little butt monkeys, because these characters have to have pets. I find that really stupid. I don't know when that came out. It had to be this year's. That's the ones that are known. Now these are the serial mascots that are known. So let's go and take a look at some of the ones that almost got the cut. This is from an Instagram post by Collecting Candy of stuff that almost was or never was. This is on Instagram on Collecting Candy. I'm going to give him a follow. Oh, no, I'm already following. Never mind. I'm going to actually do this on my podcast account. Whatever. So let's go and take a look at a couple of these. They're on Instagram thanks to Collecting Candy. We have a orange genie. Basic genie design from what I can tell. The orange for a nose is weird. I don't like this one. And it kind of has like that feeling of what Frankenberry is, why I don't like it. We have Professor Nutty. I'm assuming this would be like a, peanut buttery cereal. I get why they did this one, because he had the Nutty Professor. I think they get too close together. He also just has real vibes of Count Chocula. Be interesting if like you weave this into the story, if there was like ever any other animation they made for like cereal mascots, or maybe Professor Nutty was Count Chocula, or he's like his Igor, or something like that. Like, you could work with this one. I can see this showing up somewhere, but like I can see why they didn't do it. Yeah, the orange, which I don't know what reference this is to be. I like that he's like an orange monster. I like that he's a pile of oranges. Kind of interesting. I kind of like his design. You only see his mouth. It'd be interesting. His mouth was always agape. That's all you saw. You didn't see eyes or anything. That'd be interesting. Doesn't need to have clothes. Could just be all oranges. Got Anna Banana, who's a witch, but I can see why no one would want to do banana cereal. There's also a picture of the apple mummy here, which was later revised into Yummy Mummy. All of these are interesting ideas. I like the cereal mascots, whether I think a lot of them proved they can be iconic. I do like the idea of these, and I like to see more stuff like this. Jada Toys like some more stuff like this. I'd love them to do the the mascots that weren't. I'd love to see make figures of those, or those get brought back up. I like these ideas. I'd like to see more of this. What do you think? Did you like these or mascots? Did you know anything about those forgotten ones? Let me know down in the comments. Also, where there, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me at FT_Fuscaroos. Check out my podcast, Long Distance Pride Podcast. Guys, have a day.